Hello, everybody, and anybody who's actually watching this. Today, I am going to be having some fun with Mualani, and I'm very excited. Just some quick disclaimers. A lot of the things that are going to like her damage, her HP, and that sort of stuff will be a bit skewed. It won't be as accurate as I actually built her because of the Imaginarium theater. I'm pretty sure it's called because of the buff that certain characters get, and I will be using some of the certain characters and some of her teams. So she will be getting a buff from that because I'm pretty sure that's how it works. I'm pretty sure a lot of those buffs do work in the overworld. So I just wanted to make that clear, and also it will just be a skewed because my builds are not the best. A lot of my builds are very half-assed. Well, some of them are half-assed, not all of them, I swear. Some of them are half-assed, so you could probably do a lot better. With some of the characters I'm about to show you because it's just like I said, yeah. And then second, also, I mean third. Sorry if you hear any background noises, my computer, whatever it is. I'm really sorry about that. I'm trying different ways of recording audio, and it's going okay. But yeah, to begin with, I wanted to just show you her like HP, just like by herself with no hydro resonance, with no any other sort of buff. She has 32,000 HP. I think pretty sure that's the only other thing. Well, her attack I think also gets increased, but I don't think anything else gets increased. So I'll save everything else for a little bit, like for later. But yeah, before I actually do get to showing you like teams and her build and stuff like that, I want to talk about some fun little facts that I like. I won't say discovered because I don't know if I like. I'm sure other people have noticed, and I'm pretty sure some of this was probably common knowledge before. But some things are new to me that I kind of like. That I like found out when like playing with Mualani. First thing is that like I said, this might not be new, like new or anything like that, but she actually does not apply hydro nor does damage when she runs into enemies when she's doing her skill, which I didn't know that. I thought she applied hydro and actually did damage, but her damage is solely through when you actually attack with the Sharky board. She does not actually do damage or even apply hydro, which I think that when I first saw that I was like, no, that's crazy. But thanks to that, she has like a really weird good uh like she pairs really well with Dehya if she's going to be your only pyro applicant because let me just show you. Shangli just on this team just for the to make things easier for me so I don't have to dodge or anything like that. The privileges of having Zhongli. But yeah, first, of course, you're gonna shield. You apply her skill, go to Mualani and attack, and then you're going to do that. She does vaporize damage, then you do that, and it still applies the pyro last, and you still vaporize the other pyro. Damn, I missed the last one. But yeah, and oh god, now she's getting beat up. Oh god. But yeah, she has very weird she's very in sync with Dehya. The only thing you have to do is apply, make sure that you apply either pyro first or last, depending on your rotation. If you're going to swirl and that sort of stuff, of course you're going to do it last then. But like the team that I have right now, which is just Mualani, Dehya, and Zhongli, you would Zhongli shield, Dehya's skill, and applies pyro to the enemy. And then since Mualani doesn't actually apply hydro as she is attacking enemies, that pyro stays there until you actually attack, which vaporizes it, but also applies pyro through Dehya's skill. Which Dehya's skill does not always apply pyro, I'm pretty sure. There's like a like, well, she doesn't always attack. Uh it's like there's a cooldown between hits. But every time Mualani hits, which she will hit around like 3 times, she'll hit around like 3 times during like a whole skill, like 3 to 4, depending how good you are. I mostly just hit three, 3 times with my skill. But yeah, and by the time she runs out, Dea's skills also like ran out, which is like I said, they have like very weird, good like synergy. But besides that, like
Ever
she
tried chasing waves before?
like for some
Wanna
reason
try?
Mualani will always trigger
Well,
Vaporize,
come
but at the
on, no
same
time like
time
the
will
present.
also always apply
I'll
the
help you find the
pyro from
closest beach.
Dehya's skill. So you will always have that pyro on the enemy, which is like I think is pretty cool. And then but besides that, Dehya's just a really good teammate for her in general because Dehya also works kind of as a sustain. I'm assuming she does work as a sustain. It just depends how you build her. My day is still I still haven't actually built her. Well, I'm in the middle of building her, but I'm still not done. So she's very squishy at the moment. But besides that, she also gives resistance to interruption, which it's good for Molani, because you don't want her to get interrupted while doing her skill. Since you do only get 3 attacks when you do her skill, you want all those 3 attacks to come out. You don't want any of them to be lost during like hit stun or something like that. um but yeah, so I just think that was like a pretty cool like a pretty cool teammate for her. But yeah, those are just some for like some little fun facts that I kind of like saw. Oh, besides that, her attacking animation also gets very weird if you spam it. Like the fish just kind of like clips into the world, which I found very funny. But you know, but yeah, those were just some things that I didn't know. I didn't know that she didn't apply hydro. I thought with the way, because I know a lot of people like Shangling because she
You
applies
can
a
only
lot
do
of
so much on
pyro.
your own, but
But
with a
when I
crew,
discovered that
anything's
Molani
possible.
actually doesn't apply Hydro, I was kind of like, oh, thank God I won't have to use Shangling. I like Shangling, I just don't like building her or putting her in my teams. I don't know why, it's just a personal thing. So I was really happy about Dehya and like their weird synergy they have. But yeah, so that was it. For her build, she has 32,000 HP, 1,000 attack, 77 elemental mastery. She is also very squishy, which I didn't know. I didn't think she was going to be squishy with the amount of HP she has, but she has really low defense, especially compared to a lot of the other characters that I own. She is very squishy. Even with 32,000 HP and more with like whatever way you build her. Um, I mean, what like the way that I build her and whatever teammates I put with her, she's very squishy. Like she does get beat up a lot, which is why. Oh, I'll get to that when I talk about teams. But yeah, she's very squishy. That's what I learned. She has 89 crit rate, 177 crit damage, which could be better. Yeah, it could be better. She has lost prayers, and she has Nymph's Dream because I do not have the new artifacts just yet. I am farming for them, so hopefully I get them soon. Like get a good set soon. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That you would probably want to give her a crit damage weapon over anything else, because she gets it's just there's a lot of different ways to get crit damage with Mualani, especially with the new Obsidian Codex. It's a very broken set for her. It gives her damage and only that, but gives her 40 crit rate, which is a lot. Um, Currently, like I could easily, if I had that set with the same stats as I have right now, I could easily switch it out with this one and still have 96 crit damage, which is fucking insane. And not only that, but she also has crit rate as her level up passive. Like as you level her up, she gets more like permanent crit rate, which I think it's around 19%. I'm pretty sure he gets like 19% crit rate, which is also insane. So you could have around 30 like around 30 just from artifacts, like 30% crit rate just from artifacts alone, and still get around 80 like crit rate, because you'll get, let's say you have 30 crit rate from just artifacts like by themselves, you'll get 19 from leveling her up, which is 49, then 40 from the new Obsidian Codex set, and that'll be 89 crit rate, which is like, it's pretty crazy to think about it. But yeah, so crit rate is very trivial for Mualani if you have like a good new set. I'm pretty sure you could go even with 20% crit rate and still be fine with like the artifacts. Just go for like 20 crit rate with just the artifacts and still have like a very high crit rate. So yeah, I would like, even like with 57% with every other character that I have, like that would be more than enough. But I do want her to be able to crit more, since she does only attack a few times. You do want her to crit those few times. Like with all other characters, like the name and stuff like that, they can sacrifice a little bit of crit rate in my opinion, because they hit a lot faster, so they have a lot more chances to actually crit. I have no idea if that's actually accurate. That's just my own opinion. I don't think there's any actual scientific logic behind that. But yeah, that's just but yeah, but Molani, you hit a lot less, so if you miss your crit with like one of her Sharky bites, or even with your ultimate, it can be pretty damaging to her damage, because it's like her burst is only one big hit, and then her Sharky skill is like 3 hits. So if you miss any of those 4 hits, you will be missing like 25% of your damage, which is quite a bit. But yeah, but right now I have her on Nim stream because it's just the best set I have, and a set that I really like, but no character actually uses it. But yeah, so I just have it on her. She's Z0 of course, because I'm broke. These are talents which I should probably level up more, but I do not have the right things. This is, let me let me go fix that real quick. And I'm back. Okay, so this is her talent for now, 1177. I'm pretty sure both her skill and her burst are pretty good. Both of them do a lot of damage. Pretty sure her normal attack is nothing special. Like, it doesn't, her damage doesn't really come through there. Yeah, she doesn't really do damage through her normal attack, but her Sharky and her ultimate do a lot of damage. I keep saying I'm a lot. But yeah, these are the highest I could get it right now. It's still pretty early on from her release, and that release, I'm really sorry about that. But I really wanted to, like, when I saw the whole Dehya thing, like when I when I started noticing like the whole Dehya thing, and I saw it, and I was like, oh, like this is really interesting, and it made me really excited to film a video. So I was just like, I need to get it, like I need to get her to level 90 and get her to like at least somewhere decent, so I can film another video. Yeah, while we go back to the boss and I start showing you different teams that I'm like, I think she'll be pretty good in. At the end of the video I will be like putting every team like just through one rotation. But goddamn, but I will be using more crit rate stats. Like, it will be a lot more manufactured, the results for that. Like that will be mostly for like an actual like showing off sort of showcase. It won't be anything more realistic. Like, I won't use foods for any of this, not even for the final showcases, because I just don't like food. I don't really like building characters or like showing off damage with food, because I like building characters that would do damage without food buffs, because that will reflect accurately on Abyss. because I don't like that's where most of my characters go to is Abyss. Like restart it once and never again. So a lot of my characters I do want them to reflect accurately to Abyss because that is my personal goal is to clear Abyss 3 stars, which is weird. I don't know how I haven't. I don't know. I just suck, but yeah. But yeah. So at the end, I will show like more a manufactured showcase. Like I will be fully going like all in, like as much as I can in crit damage, and just showing you what she can do if she like gets lucky and hits
Ever
every
tried
single crit and
chasing
stuff
waves
like that.
before?
Well, maybe not every
Wanna
single
try?
crit because I think that'll take a
Well,
really long time. But you know
no
what I mean.
telling what
Like
the
the
present.
biggest damage she can
I'll
do
help you
just
find the
by like a
closest
very
beach.
like all or nothing sort of build. But yeah, I'm going to do that at the end if you're interested. But for now, I'm going to show some teams that I'm personally interested in. First off, this is my version of like a premium team. Mualani, Farina, Xiangyun, and Dehya. Um, Farina is here because first of all, she is a crazy buffer. um, like she's just insane at what she does. Damage, healing, buffing, like she really does it all. And then besides that, I would just in general really recommend having another hydro character with Mualani because you want that hydro resonance and that extra HP that you get from hydro resonance because it is quite a bit of HP, and these characters like Farina and Mualani just really benefit from having that extra HP. Like at the end of the day, that is just going to increase their damage. I'm not sure what Mualani's like cutoff HP is because I know for Farina, if you want the max from like her buffs and stuff like that, it's more around like 40,000 HP. And then for Mualani, I have no idea what like her optimal HP like threshold is. But you know, extra HP from like elemental resonance is not really gonna hurt her. Xiangyun is just here because I need a healer to get that get Farina's buff fanfare up, and Xiangyun is just really good for me for that. And besides that, she will be having the Barret Descent 4-piece set, which will also decrease the damage that I mean, not decrease, increase the damage that Mualani does. Um, and then Deya's here because, first of all, I really like Deya. And then she's also here because she would, like I said, she has like really weird, good synergy with her. She helps her not get interrupted, and then she is a pretty reliable pyro applicant if you're running her with only one hydro, which Farina will sadly be put onto um healing mode because I do want to see I want to see Molani's like attack just by herself. I don't really like I don't want a bunch of blue numbers on my screen and making it difficult how much damage she's actually doing by herself. Um so yeah, so Farina will be there for just for healing too for her buff, and then Dehya is just here for the pyro applicant because like I said they have really good synergy with each other, and so I'm going to take advantage of that. And I need to get my energy up first. I'm very sorry. I'll be back very quickly, I swear. Okay, and I'm back. But yeah, I'm going to be showing you the like the best rotation I can do. I don't know if this is the most optimal rotation, but this is the rotation I know how to use, and I like the one that I dream of doing. Also, Xianyun can be very easily replaced by like Kazuha or any other like animal. Honestly, all these things that I'm about to show are very easily interchangeable with different characters, like any character you have. Honestly, this video is mostly just for funsies for myself, and then just to like hopefully give somebody with the same amount of brain cells as me some ideas. But yeah, Hyungyun can be very easily replaced by like somebody like Kazuha or Sucrose. I will say though that will mess up the rotation, so you are on your own for that. But yeah, this is I'm about to show you the best rotation that I can possibly do myself. Okay, and I'm back again. If there's any weird cuts in that, I'm very sorry. Is that I messed up the first time, so I wanted to redo it. But okay, the rotation, the rotation I like using is of course applying Hydra to her, going with Serena, using her skill, using her ultimate. We swirl the Hydro, do our burst, apply Pyro with Dehya if we can, go into Mualani, do her skill and attack. Pyro is applied again, we keep smashing into him, we attack, there's another Pyro attack, and that's it. There was a bit of a messed up rotation, I will admit, but honestly, that's pretty good damage still, even with the fucked up rotation like mine. But that is the rotation I like to do because, of course, Farina will give her the big buff that she needs, well, that she wants from her fanfare. While, let me just gather up more energy. While Yanyu will activate the 4 Ps, shred that she, for the very distance set, and then Dehya will perfectly apply Pyro every single time to the enemy so that Mualani can vaporize, which, like I said, pretty good for me. And we gotta run. But yeah, this is the first team. I will be showing you the next team promptly. Okay, so the second team is basically my variation of like a free-to-play team. It basically consists of the exact same principles as the first one. You're gonna have a double Hydro because you want that extra HP. Besides that, like Barbara, you would most likely want to heal her with Mualani because she will be taking a lot of damage, and like I said, I personally think she's very squishy, so you do want that you do want her to be at least healing or be shielded so she doesn't die on field. And then Xiangling, of course, just there for the pyro, like her crazy pyro application, because now that you have Barbara, because honestly Xiangling is probably a better pyro application if you want to use Farina as a sub DPS with Mualani, because she can apply pyro more reliably than Dehya. But besides that, yeah, like I said, she's there for that vaporize and very good pyro application, especially with Barbara, who can apply Hydro to enemies, and then Sucrose is there for that extra elementary mastery and for the swirl 4 piece very decent elemental shred too. But yeah, I don't really want to show you my builds for these because they're not that good. Barbara, I want full HP. Although, if you have enough HP, I would recommend the Witsit because you will be giving any of those buffs to Mualani, which is good because you do want wait, oops, my bad, that was the wrong one. Which is it that I think it's actually a 3-star. Yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah, Threading Tails is honestly the better catalyst for her because it gives her HP, of course, and also gives like a pretty big significant attack boost to the next character, which if your rotation is correct, that will be Mualani. I don't really know the rotations, so I wouldn't really trust myself. But yeah, that would probably be the best, but I just want that really big HP buff. Well, just that big HP percentage, so I'm gonna use this one. And then besides, I need to cope, and I got this weapon and I just want to use it and say that it's useful and I don't regret it. And then Xiangling is just full elementary mastery. Don't even like her build is not good, it's just full vaporized. And then Sucrose is also just full elemental mastery, just like all in. But yeah, these are their builds, and then the rotation would basically be the same, I'm pretty sure. Although you do want to swirl with her, I think you would want to swirl Pyro with her ultimate. I'm not really sure. Okay, yeah, you would mostly probably want to swirl pyro with Sukros's ultimate, because you don't want to risk not having that pyro application, because I don't know how I did it to get 3 rotations with 3 attacks with Mualani this time. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, I think for the best pyro application, you do want to swirl what's your name? Shangling's ultimate with Sucrose's ultimate, and just make sure that you get the Hydro Swirl from her skills, because that way you get the Verdescent effect, but also at least have more reliable pyro application. Um, Again, that's just the idea. That's just my idea of how things work. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that's how the set works. Increases sword damage, decreases opponent elemental rest to the element infused in the swirl for 10 seconds, which, yeah. So if you swirl Mualani's Hydro, you should be able to get that shred. But yeah, that was the second team. That's, like I said, this is my, like, free to play, I guess, kind of team. Okay, here is the third team. Yeah, the third team. This is a little bit more of a kind of unique kind of a more unique team. You see the same principles, but this is, I wanted to do a full defense shred team, but sadly I don't think there's really another character that can like take down damage without constellations the way Jean and Lisa can. Lisa is built, first of all, this way. I don't know. um and then besides that, her ultimate actually decreases defense by 15%. And then Jean is built this way. And with the Beardescent set, she can also decrease elemental resistance, which, like I said, I wanted to do like a full like defense decrease shred type of team, but I don't think there's any other character that can do it like them. And then Farina's here just because she can do big buffs, and she honestly synergizes very well with Jean. Jean does like a huge party-wide heal, which activates Farina's fanfare like crazy. But again, she will be in healing mode just so that nothing gets confused. But yeah, this is kind of a taser team, I guess. Also, I did mess up the rotation already once, so this is the second time trying it. But yeah, some of the same principles, like I said, will be the same. You wanna swirl the thing and make sure that you get that resistance shred. You're gonna do this and then do this. It's very well, good explanation. Oh god. See what I mean? That you want somebody that, yeah. You want somebody that helps you with that, resistance, interruption resistance, or a shielder in general, because things like that can happen, and it will fuck up your damage like quite a bit, and it sucks because, like I said, her cooldown isn't anything crazy, but the amount of attacks you get is kind of RNG, depends on how well you play and how good you are with the character. But you can miss having like that really big damage potential. And yeah, that's just one of the things that kind of sucks about her, I guess. She does really huge damage, like, don't get me wrong, but while she is very flexible in the team she can be a bit difficult to figure out, like, how to play with her. And again, maybe it's just a skill issue, to be honest. Like, it could be completely that. I don't deny the possibility of that being the answer, because I'm not like somebody who's great at this game. But yeah, and I'm trying to get energy, I'm sorry. But yeah, those are just kind of like my only nitpicks about her, is that she can be a bit difficult to build and do that sort of stuff, because you just gotta have like very specific characters in your team, or just be good with her, because I'm sure that you don't have to have a shielder with her, you just kind of have to be good not getting hit, which I'm not, which is why I pulled Shangli. But yeah, that's just yeah, just a quick little like rant. I'll be back when I have energy and I'll show you the last team. Okay, here is the last team. This last team honestly is a little bit more random, I guess. Not really. Who am I kidding? No, but this is just like, I mean, the characters are random. Like, I kind of have an idea why I have them there, but at the same time, I don't. um, like Shangling is just there because of course that crazy pyro application. Farina, honestly, with this team, I think you can more reliably use her skill for attacking. Because with Shangling and Toma, I don't think her the pyro application on the enemy will be really gone like that that quickly. But Toma can honestly be very easily replaced by any other pyro character, because since I don't think Mualani can really activate his shield like his ultimate, so I think a better fit would be somebody like Bennett, so that you get that attack buff. Because you know, since you have the 2 Hydra and 2 Pyro, you'll be getting both elemental resonance, which you'll be getting attack and HP, which is honestly good for Tomo too because he's a HP shielder. So, but besides that, yeah, you'll be getting those, but you can use somebody like Bennett, and you can depend more on Farina's skill for attacking than healing. Because with this team, you do have to depend on Farina for a lot of things, which is damage and healing. Since nobody else can heal, she'll be solely responsible to proc the max fanfare for from her ultimate, which is pretty difficult with just Farina because she doesn't heal team wide. So it's a lot harder to get fanfare. She heals a lot, she just doesn't heal the entire team. But with somebody with Bennett, it will be a little bit easier because you'll be healing and still draining HP through Farina's damage through her skill. So you'll still be getting that little bit of extra fanfare points. Because Bennett is still not a team-wide healer, but you know, Bennett is just an Ivy team basically. But yeah, this is just like to try that out. To be honest, I have no idea how this is gonna work, but I guess we'll see. Because I do like a I do prefer a shielder with Mualani because, like I said, oh god, I didn't even attack that time. Whoop, that was absolutely terrible. Oh god, I'm sorry for embarrassing this team. Oh, look, she did a big number. She did a big number, okay? So this team is not bad, I'm just bad. Cause yeah, I honestly don't think this team is bad at all. I just honestly do think I'm personally not that good at this. Look, she did another big number. Well, she just does big numbers in general, but yeah, I think with this team you can more reliably use Farina and her Hydro and not worry that you won't be able to proc Biprise with one of her attacks. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it. I wrote a script for this and I didn't really look at it once because I wrote it down, so I was like, I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know, it's weird. But yeah, hopefully I didn't miss anything important from the script. And hopefully I got everything that I wanted to say about Mualani out. I really do like her. She's a lot of fun play. I love her little sharky. I love spinning like this. Wait. No, come on, do it. I can't do it. But yeah, that's it. I will be pulling for her weapon. I already lost my 50-50. Look, I'm spinning. I already lost my 50-50 on her weapon, so I do have a guaranteed her weapon, so I'm just gonna finish and like pull for her weapon since I already like wasted like so many Primogems. Might as well just go fully in and waste a lot more Primogems. When I do get her weapon, I probably will do a short about it. I don't think I'll do a full video. The next full video will probably be Dehya showcase, or having fun with Dehya. Because I'm really excited for Dehya and I have so many teams I want to try. Well, not so many teams, but I have some specific teams I want to try out with her. But yeah, that's it. I'm pretty sure all that's left to do is do the final showcase. That's gonna be the like the big, trying to get the biggest number I can. But yeah, thank you for watching and goodbye.
we go. Let the world come alive!
Yeah! Scatter! Skyward! Make way! Let's...
Let's ride! Catch an epic wave! Whoosh! Ah, watch the surfboard! Ho! Chip! Animo test 6308. Enhanced animal module. Hey-ya! Carving waves! Amazing! Let's shred, Sharpie! Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song!
Go as one! I swear by my...
Let's spark things up. Fast